Hey, chat. Hi, chat. This is the finale. We're back to finish this off. We're back to finish this off. I want to check to see how they changed some settings quick. But we are back to finish this thing. We are back to finish this thing off. I might be talking too quiet for some of the things because sometimes I cut out. But if I talk at this tone, I sound fine. For things real quick. Test one, two, test one. Test one, two. All right, let's see how that goes. All right, what did we learn from the last part of the stream? I think that we had to let uh Madeira lead the fight. Because if I try to lead the fight, then it's not really working. You know what I'm saying, chat? I think we just kind of like play away, take our hits when we get them. Don't do anything too crazy. It's gonna be a long, slow fight, but if we are able to win, then we're able to win. Oh, just run away. There's two heals right there. Just run away. That was fair. That was a fair hit. Okay, that reaches me? Okay, good. Oh my, I needed to dodge right there? There's definitely some times that I went for hits that I just shouldn't have gone for, in my opinion. But we'll take it. We're still learning this guy. This boss is tough, man. This boss is tough. Hmm. No, I can't. Because this is the last boss that I need to beat the whole game. This is the last boss I haven't killed. And I am well, yeah, I've already beat Dark Souls 3. I've beaten Dark Souls 3 in all the DLC already. I've beaten everything. But I am killing every single boss, and this is the last boss that I need to kill every single boss in this game. Which reminds me, I was supposed to have something downloaded in the background now that I think about it. We're gonna do that fast. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space. Why is my thing tripping? Oh, it's because of this. I'm still just tripping. We just find it the yeah, I got Apex. I play with one of my friends. That's the only reason I have it. Where is Elden Ring chat? It is. Do I have enough space? I I am not that good. I need 68 gigs of space. That's insane. Why do I still have this downloaded? Let's go. Let him lead the fight, chat. Let him lead the fight. I care about. I stopped whipping. You literally just can't dodge it. You can't dodge it. I don't know why. just spamming it. Okay. Stings. This is so annoying. Why is this a thing? Yeah, here we go. He has a second phase, and I haven't gotten to it. Like, that's the craziest part. I don't know if he has a second phase, chat. Get away from that. Dang it, in his hands is it? All? Ham? Okay. Okay. It's fine. This is literally the last boss. The last boss, chat, and then we can move on to a different game. I not run in? Why did I not run in? All I had to do right there is just run in and we would have been fine on it. Fine. We would have been fine. Oh God. What is 7 heals? He's gonna try to roll through it. What's up, you dude? Welcome back, man. Oh wait, this is the one. Lugu, I do not know what language that is. Nice. Okay. Just not get away from that, man. Jesus. Fell asleep. First time, second phase. Okay, don't start no bullshit, please. Chill, what the fuck? My fight with Madeira lasted a very long time to kill him. I think 11 minutes or 9 or something like that. You just have to be patient with him. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like, that was my first time getting him the second phase, Lubu. And I just like, okay. Does his attacks change much in second phase, chat? Because I have the right recipe. I have the right recipe to get him to second phase. Now I just don't know anything about second phase. At least we know what we need to do now. At least we know what we need to do now. I was trying to roll right there. Please don't be my number one enemy right now, please. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I already hit R1 and it just did the input instantly. Uh, Use some tips. Stay where you are when you get down the stairs straight. He will rush to you, but will not touch you. At the end of the rush, you'll be able to hit him an easy for hit. Is it a charged heavy hit or just a free hit, like R1? What do you think, Uber? So just stand still. I got told to go left, so that's why I'm asking. I got told to go left by somebody else in the chat earlier. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I just fell asleep. Okay. Oh, so annoying. Got poke it. Shit. Down there. Just get my stomach dead, honestly. What? Yeah, it's not like it's target. the fire. I gotta run towards him, not away from him. Just perfectly fine. All right, second time phase two. And you stop? Does he ever stop, bro? Does he ever stop doing anything right here? Or give him an L2 when he finishes the laser move. I don't know where it is either. Man, you guys have never seen this move? What? This game just hates me. There's no way that you guys have never seen this move. No way. Bro, Dark Souls just be pulling out shit for me, bro. Shit that people have never seen. They just pull it out for me. Great. Great. Hey, this is awesome. Hey, have not even got to see his move set if it's different in the second phase. Haven't got to see anything because that laser move is insane. And the fact that you guys haven't seen it is crazy. I have played Elden Ring. Wait. Also, Placidusax. Whoa, Placidusax move doesn't. It's so much easier. And also, if I get hit by Placidusax, I don't die instantly. Even if I'm embered, I die instantly if I get hit. I don't have the fire resistance ring. I don't. I could look up where it's at. Is that even fire damage though? Is the laser fire damage? Because I can survive the fire. It's the laser. I don't know if the laser's fire damage or not. Shit. I could go grab that ring. there's no way that should have hit me. I dodged the wrong way. I didn't think it was that move. I thought it was just the fire straight forward. Oh. Chat, we are going to be here a while. I feel like I am playing patient, Lubu. I feel like I am playing patient. Maybe I'm not. One hit every 1 minute. Oh my god. I mean, I'll sneak in some chip damage if I can, but like, definitely headshots is the way to go. Winning a fight, Bill or here? I watched him load up. I can't see. Yeah, it's too late, it's too late, it's too late, it's too late. Hell easy, to be honest. I mean, I agree with you, honestly. Oh, shit. I wish my camera didn't unlock. Please. I'm gonna try to get close to him so he doesn't do the fucking laser attack. Why did he do a kick? There's no way he just did it 2 times in a row. Jack, we did it! Let's go! Let's go! The hugest poise break of all time. Wait, is that like is that meant to do that? Is it meant to like have a poise break in the fight, or did I just charge it up fast enough? Oh my god, chat. All 20. Hey, Shapes, you said you subscribed if I beat Madeir. You said you said you would subscribe if I beat Madeir. I just beat Madeir. You better hit that sub button. You better hit it. You better hit it. You better hit it. Let's go, chat. My boy X is in here. Yo, what's good, X? How you been, my guy? Oh my god, that's all 25. Yeah, you're right. It was first try, chat. That was first try. First try. Oh, you subscribed? It didn't pop up with the. It didn't pop up with the subscriber thing. That's weird. It should have. Oh my god, chat. What an adventure. Hold on, we're gonna go full screen for this. Chat, what an adventure that we've been on in Dark Souls 2, man. Or Dark Souls 3. I hate Dark Souls 2 with a burning passion. We finally beat all 25 bosses in Dark Souls 3. I wonder how many hours that took me. Actually, hold on. We're gonna switch it back to this real quick. Um, that's not the accurate time, but 26 hours, that's not too bad for every single boss if I do say so myself. I definitely have a lot of practice thing that I can be doing. Like I definitely could have beat some of these bosses a lot earlier than what I did end up beating them. Like Gale probably should take me less tries than it did.
Very well, then taken.
Solo Cinder first try though. That is the first time I've ever first tried Solo Cinder.
Ashen one.
What weapon does he give you? Do the same challenge with dagger? With the in this game? No chance in this game. Solo Madeir. Okay. Favorite Souls game is Bloodborne. Broken y'all just want me to feel pain, chat. Y'all just want me to feel pain. I thought y'all liked me. Oh, you get the katana. Oh, that katana low-key kind of looks sick. Katana Loki is kind of sick. I'm gonna put on full screen real quick because we're gonna switch it to my laptop so we can watch some things about Elden Ring Night Ring. So give me 1 second, chat. This controller out the way. And let's go to the laptop template. All right, cool. You guys can see it. Yeah. So before we go there, this over here. I meant to make this full screen. There we go. Elden Ring Wiki. Is Elden Ring the next game that you guys want to see me play? Because I did just download Elden Ring. Okay, but should have just accepted. All right, let's see the weapon types. God, there's so many weapon types in Elden Ring, man. There's so many weapon types in Elden Ring. Hmm. There's a heavy thrusting. What? Okay, just accept. Okay, cool. Because I'm open to suggestions of what we play next since we finally beat this challenge. I think Madeir was Loki the perfect boss to end it on because Gale was definitely easier than Madeir, in my opinion. But Gale was super fun. That was a super fun boss fight. Um, I don't know what weapon class I would want to use. I never really used like spears or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I also never really used hand-to-hand arts. That could be cool as well. Uh, I beat my first playthrough with these. I used the wing scythe and the halo scythe to beat the game the first time, along with the blasphemous blade. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Who's in chat still? If you're an Elden Ring fan, put a W in the chat because I'm going to show you guys something. You guys can kind of see it on that back wall right behind me. If I move my chair a little bit, if you guys want me to show you what that is, put a W in the chat. Um, I like rapiers and stuff like that. Still a weapon class I do like to use. Spear, but I've never really used spears. Gray spear could be fun, I guess. Yeah, gray spears could be fun. Is mesmer spear a gray spear? Yeah, it is. So I use that. Actually, I use that a little bit in the DLC. Um, do they not have rapiers in this game, or is it just a thrusting sword? Is that what I call them? Oh, yes, it's a thrusting sword in this game. We could use these. I really do like this weapon class. All right, my boy X is excited, so I'll show you guys. Let me go to full screen real quick. All right, show you guys really quick. You guys recognize this? You guys recognize it? Let me see if I can get the lighting in my back. It's not sharp, so don't worry about it. It's not sharp. You got it correct, Lubu. It is the Rivers of Blood. I got this at Comic Con, and I absolutely love it. It. If you guys can guess what that is, those swords are. You guys are the goats. But yeah, I got the Rivers of Blood sword from Comic Con that I went to. I'm gonna go probably get more swords. I'm probably gonna get the Moonlight Great Sword, not gonna lie, next year. Because I was gonna get it, but then they sold out. Cell swords? No, it is not. It's not the cell swords. Switch it back real quick. All right. Yeah, I think we used the thrusting swords, and we could also use like the heaven thrusting swords as well. Was that would that interest you guys? But I do want to beat all 200 and whatever bosses um that are in Elden Ring. So it was between Elden Ring and Dark Souls 1. Hmm. About which games we play next on stream. Oh, Shapes, I don't know if I answered you, but my favorite Souls game is Bloodborne because it was my first. And let's see if I remember how to spell his name. Marta Lagarius Bloodborne. This boss right here, this boss was painful. This boss, I think. So I'll give a background. I've talked about this in stream before, but a lot of you guys are new to my channel. This I started this Bloodborne right in my junior year, so 2017 or yeah, 2017, 18 summer. I did not finish this game until 2019 summer. It took me a year because this boss right here made me crash out so bad, chat. I was super underleveled, and this is my first Souls game, so I went in like not knowing anything, like what to expect or anything like that. didn't know like levelings and stuff like that, how important it was, or leveling up your weapon. Didn't know how important they were. This freaking boss, he humbled me. He humbled me very quickly. I probably have over like 300 tries on this boss. Not even a hard boss. Have you played Bloodborne, Lubu? But yeah, not even a hard boss. Just he literally just worked me. We can watch a video on it real quick. This isn't the DLC. He's an optional boss.
Welcome to Uncle's Channel. Thanks for watching today. Let's about a cheese or easy defeat to Martyr Lagorius in Bloodborne. Now this boss here is definitely going to reward you for being a very close combatant against him. The further away you get, the more powerful his attacks are, and the more likely you are to die. Stay as close as possible, and this battle is going to be a heck of a lot easier. As you
I
go
was
into it,
not doing this type of
first thing I
damage.
recommend is trying to get him or position him against one of the walls. You may have to dodge around a little bit, get him to sort of go into a particular spot, and then really lay the pressure on him to get him to back away against one of the walls. Once he's against one of the walls, it really sort of negates the amount of areas that he can go to, and man, you can really just slice away and take away a significant amount of health. Now,
Yeah,
eventually he'll
this boss is one of my favorite bosses ever. Just because of like what, just because of how bad he hurt me. He hurt me emotionally. Um, you said fist weapons, but fist weapons are kind of broken in Elden Ring. Like these are broken. These both of these are broken. I've used this and it's pretty good. It has a really fast charge bar too. Um, I haven't really used these. Think I use this a little bit, but not too much. Where's the Viper one at? Is it not in this one? It's under claws. Yeah, I used this before. You guys want to see me? Okay, I'll probably put a poll out in my Discord, and I'll drop a link in the chat to my Discord really fast. 1 second. 1 second, chat. Um, Discord. Freaking. All right, there we go. Hey. If you guys do want to join my Discord, the link's going in the chat right now. Do want to join my Discord? The link's going in the chat right now. Like Great Sword, I think that's the name. I think the name is like that. Like Great Sword? Let's see. Let's see. Like Great Sword, like Great Sword. Yeah, but I think you can only get like Great Swords in the DLC. Because these were fun to play with. Oh, especially these, bro. Especially these. Especially these. But now that we're here, I want to also go over the classes for Elden Ring Night Ring. If any of you guys are playing Elden Ring Night Ring, um, put a big W in the chat as well, saying I'm playing. I wonder if the Dragon Slayer Great Axe is in this game. It's not. Why is the Butcher's Knife under Great Axe? Rusted Anchor? That's cool. Oh, bro. This weapon carried me in Dark Souls 3, man. Not gonna lie. This was fun to play around with, bro. Alright, let's go to YouTube. I know I looked it up earlier. All right. This is the video I watched. It's a nice and quick video.
Heavily offensive focused, strength-based
Just so if you guys are interested in playing Elden Ring Night Ring,
Nightfarers, each with their own starting unique weapons, abilities, playstyles, and more. Which one should you pick? What do we know about that secret 8th Nightfarer? Well, let's cover all of that and help you make
I know which class I'm already gonna play, without a
Let
doubt.
me know in the comments who you are picking. We will start with Wilder. Now, Wilder is kind of like the vanilla ice cream option in Elden Ring Night Rain. He's solid, but he's no chocolate chip cookie dough. Wilder is an all-round hero that can fulfill different roles, but doesn't specialize in any one thing like the other Nightfarers. Wilder starts.
Did Miyazaki not work on this game? There's no way. Hold on. I'm looking it up on this side. I guess I can play this.
With a great sword that has the weapon skill stamp upward cut on it, which will brace yourself in a low stance, and then you will slice upwards, knocking enemies off their feet for the smaller enemies and dealing a solid amount of damage. And the small shield, which has buckler parry, so you can deflect attacks and then follow up with critical hits. Now, overall, Wilder kind of seems like a solid strength and
In
dexterity.
this interview, he revealed that Miyazaki isn't directly involved in Elden Ring Night Ring.
Any really melee build.
Oh, really? Wow, did not know that.
Playstyle. Now, there is a couple of really good relics for Wilder that we got to play around
Did not know that.
network test that add a follow-up effect to his main
That's
full
sick.
shot ability if you are using a greatsword. So I do suspect that leaning into greatsword builds might be beneficial with Wilder, but we don't know if these relics have different variants when the full game does come out. That doesn't mean by any means that you have to use a greatsword. Like, I had really good success with like this dual-wielding scythe build in the network test.
They're so much fun. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite weapon classes, honestly.
That's really what works for Wilder is he's very flexible in how you want to build him. You don't feel like you have to look for one specific weapon type. Wilder's passive ability is Sixth Sense, to cheat death a single time. So if he is
He says he's busy working on his dream game and his new game that will be released on Nintendo. Duskblood, I think.
Here is Claw Shot, to launch a grappling claw to rope enemies
Yeah.
in or move swiftly by retracting. So you can use this.
The fact that he says he's working, we call it the Magnus Opus. I think that's what you call it, chat. The fact that Elden Ring wasn't his dream game, that's crazy if you think about it. The fact that Elden Ring was not his dream game. Like, Elden Ring is such a masterpiece of a game. I'm gonna say this, magnum opus. Thank you, X. I'm gonna say this. When Elden Ring came out, it was ahead of its time, and it pushed the envelope for video games, man. Because now you have to try to catch up to this masterpiece of a fantasy RPG like game. And it was so good. It was just so good, man. And then the DLC dropped. The DLC dropped and it was fire. Fire.
This to hit a larger enemy, which will pull you into them, or if you hit a small.
Elden Ring is the greatest game. Wait, hold on. Elden Ring is the greatest game in history. Oh, that's a bold claim. I'm not disagreeing, but that's a bold claim. A lot of people won't agree with you, honestly. That man will never be satisfied no matter how hard he cooks. That is so true. That man just does nothing but cook and lets us eat. Like, if you really think about it, has this man missed on a game in his career? Think about it, chat. Has he missed? Let's look up Miyazaki games. Wait, one second. All right. Let's really go over some of the games I haven't played, genuinely. Dark Souls 3, hit. Bloodborne, hit. Dark Souls, hit. Hit. Elden Ring, good. One of the greatest games of all time. Sekiro, banger. Haven't played. A VR. Interesting. I have to check these out. And and I am gonna make a video series. Armored Core Inspired. So okay, you played it. Banger, I'm guessing, right? Banger? I'm playing Demon Souls. I'm gonna make it a series on my channel. Like let's say X knows me from Path of Exiles. That's how he found the channel. And the title is gonna be something like, "Can a Path of Exile player beat Demon Souls?" Something like that. You know, something along those lines. You guys get the inside information since you guys are still here. But that's something along those lines are gonna be like. It's gonna be the what am I trying to say? The title of the videos. Also, isn't Demon Souls like kind of a shorter game too than like the other ones? Haven't played, haven't played, haven't played. Just assuming that it's a banger. You think Demon Souls is bad? I haven't heard that before. But banger, 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 banger. Don't know. Banger, banger. Probably gonna be a banger. And I have a Switch, so I'm gonna buy it.
Smaller enemy, it will pull that enemy towards you, and the ultimate ability is Onslaught Stake to perform a powerful.
Yo, X, are you gonna be playing Elden Ring Night Ring? I mean, here's the thing about I feel like I haven't played yet, but here's the thing I think about Demon Souls, right? Is that it was the first. It was the real first, right? So he was testing things, and it's obviously not going to be as like interactive and stuff as like the later games in the series, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be bad. I'm really excited to play it actually. But I think like if we are talking about like expectations are going into video games, since it's the first one he ever created, it's obviously not going to be as polished as like some of the other games that he's made throughout his game or throughout his directing of video games. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it because I never played it. It's the one Souls game I have not beat. I have not beaten every single one besides that. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yo, X, what system do you play on, bro? What system do you play on? Yeah, okay. If you say it's bad comparatively speaking, yeah, we can all I think we can agree on that. Like I haven't seen anything, but since it is the first, it's gonna be bad compared to the other ones. Bro, X, I have a computer now. I'm streaming off a computer. I don't know if you could tell. I'm streaming off a computer now. I have a gaming laptop. My gaming laptop goes crazy, by the way, X. My gaming laptop goes crazy. Is there friends on Steam? Do you like add Steam friends or do you just like get into the game and then add people? So I don't really know. But most of the bosses like Yorm or Rykar gimmick bosses, most of them are like that. Mm. Mm.
Single attack that launches an Iron Stake with a massive explosion. This is essentially just a damage attack that you're invulnerable while that animation is triggering, so you can deal a strong amount of
See how it
damage
goes.
just with
We'll
this
see how it
single
goes.
ability. The Duchess is an
This
agile dexterity.
this is the class I'm probably gonna be maining for Elden Ring Night Ring. This is probably the class. I like dex builds. If you guys do not know that, I love dex builds in video games.
Based class that focuses on quick strikes and moving around the battlefield. Now, the Duchess starts with her Duchess's dagger, which comes with the magic dagger effect, which adds like the magic armament effect to
Dex build law.
the weapon. The Duchess is very much based around movement, evasion, dodging quickly, and that's also exemplified by the abilities here. Now, the passive is Magnificent Pose, attack and dodge optimally, dodging repeatedly when necessary. So she's got a different dodge animation that can be chained together, so very much a more fluid dodge-focused character. You don't really want to be blocking anything here. The skill is called Restage, to stage reprisal of recent occurrences to damage
This is so
foes.
this right here is so sick to me.
That
This right here is sick to me.
which comes with the magic dagger effect, which adds like the magic armament effect to the weapon. The Duchess is very much based around movement, evasion, dodging quickly, and that's also exemplified by the abilities here. Now, the passive is Magnificent Pose, attack and dodge optimally, dodging repeatedly when necessary. So she's got a
Good
different
move.
dodge animation that can be chained together, so very much a more fluid dodge-focused character. You don't
Man.
need to be blocking anything here. The skill is called Restage, to stage reprisal of
I think this is sick. The restage, reapply the last few seconds of team damage.
recent occurrence.
So let's say like you hit him with like your ult. Like everyone like pops their ult. I pop my restage, which is just a basic ability. It's not my ult.
To
It could go
damage
crazy.
So essentially what that means is that when you use this ability, it will replay the recent damage that has occurred to that enemy. So for example, if one of the other Nightfarers used like their ultimate ability, or there was massive damage that was applied to the boss, you want to use Restage to then reapply that damage again for additional damage. And the ultimate here is Finale, to obscure self and surrounding allies to hide from foes. This makes you invisible and drops aggro
I'm liking the look of the executor. Okay. Yo, X, drop your Steam friends code, whatever it is.
from
Your name on Steam.
bosses and enemies for a period of time until you attack again. Fantastic to use if you're just trying to reposition or get away from enemies. There's a lot of flexibility in Duchess's kit, very agile, stealthy, a lot of fun here if you do enjoy that sort of play style, and I would definitely be leaning into maybe some sort of a status effect build, dual wielding build, looking for those sort of weapons for the Duchess when you're hunting with her. The Guardian is a bird-like humanoid that focuses heavily on
The Duchess is gonna be my main, and I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it.
defensive capabilities and strength. The Guardian starts with a halberd, which has charge force to quickly charge forward with the arm.
I do think the Guardian is cool
thrust it
though.
into an enemy. Now, for the Guardian, you really do want to focus on those defensive capabilities, definitely keeping a shield with you as your abilities are leaning into that aspect. A bit more of a supportive, sort of like a tank role. So you're going to be either having one weapon in one hand and the shield in the other, or maybe two-handing weapon and then switching to the shield to block some damage here and there. But more block focused than dodging, absolutely. So the passive ability here is Steel Guard, to plant your feet and brace with the shield for more powerful guard.
Jesus.
Essentially what this means is that you will be able to block more effectively at the cost of your movement speed, so you'll be more stationary, standing still, consuming
That's
less
strong.
stamina while blocking. And
Dang.
taking
Okay, then it
those
broke right there.
hits. Whirlwind is the skill to sprout wings from your back to whip up into a wind-churning cyclone. A solid ability for smaller enemies to lift them up, knock them off their feet. A little bit less focused on, say, the boss encounters. Like, you won't get a ton of value out of this compared to some of the other just standard abilities, like the Duchess's one we were just talking about. But the ultimate definitely outweighs that there. So the ultimate, you'll leap up in the air, dive back down to raise a protective area. Essentially, this is great to
That's so
revive allies,
cool.
especially if that are
That's so
stuck
cool.
close to a boss or like AoE scenarios, because of the amount of damage that it does do to revive them. It also is a solid damage attack as well, so a fantastic ability to use in a lot of scenarios. It's very flexible, as well as making you immune while you're in that animation. But overall for the Guardian, definitely a tanky sort of focus role that you'll be playing as a Nightfarer in Elden Ring Night Rain. The Recluse, however, is the last
You know, to like shit on mages, but like I just don't think like I don't think I'm gonna like enjoy my time playing this mage. You know what I'm saying? Like I've definitely beaten the games with magic, and I'm not better than anybody. Magic can be pretty OP sometimes, so I definitely use it. But like this character just wasn't doing it for me, and we're gonna go over it right now.
of the characters that we have been able to play in the network test, and vastly different to the others. So Recluse is a spell casting character, very much focused on intelligence as their stat. You'll be looking for staves and basically using a staff in your main or your offhand, and then some sort of an offhand weapon in your other hand for a little bit of melee damage if you want.
That is cool though. That was sick.
But you do start with the Recluse staff, which comes with spells Glintstone Pebble,
Drop your Steam tag.
and Glintstone Arc. Something to note about Elden Ring Night Rain is that Staves and Sacred Seals will have two spells on them, bound to their light and their heavy attacks, separate to Elden Ring, where you would say have a whole list of spells you could choose from and then select them. In Night Rain, all
Or your Steam code, actually, I should say.
down to their light or their heavy attack. So realistically, with the Recluse, you'll be hunting for stars that have really good spells you can then switch.
I don't know how I feel about this. My account is the same as my YouTube handle. Okay.
Out this stuff for something better. The passive ability Elemental Defense to collect elemental residues to replenish FP. Now this is directly tied to your magic cocktail, your skill. So you combine those elemental residues into different powerful spells. So anytime you attack an enemy or one of your Nightfarer allies attack an enemy, you'll see a circle around them that'll be representative from a color. Now by pressing the character skill, you can then absorb this residue. This will replenish your FP, meaning that you'll always have FP to continue to cast spells. But also, once you've collected 3, doesn't matter what color, you will then have a spell effect that you can then use in that magic cocktail.
I do think the fact that like you don't run out of also X for some reason. I took your YouTube handle and it didn't work for some reason. So I don't know.
This effect,
But I do think the fact that you can get your mana back instantly is a really good thing. Really, really good.
Now, by pressing the character skill, you can then absorb this residue. This will replenish your FP, meaning that you'll always have FP to continue to cast spells. But also, once you've collected 3, doesn't matter what color, you will then have a spell effect that you can then use in that magic cocktail. This effect is different depending on the colors that you have brought in. For example, red is typically linked to fire, so if you bring in a lot of red residues, you'll have some sort of a fire attack where lightning or yellow are linked together, so you'll have some sort of a lightning dash effect if you've brought in a lot of the yellow residues. But there are different combinations that do different things, and we'll have a full guide breaking this down after the game has come out and all the different combinations, but this should give you a rough idea of what to expect. The ultimate is Soul Blood Song. Affixes blood sigils to enemies that restore health and FP of Nightfarers who attack them. So a very solid support skill.
Yeah, super support. Like
any of the night bosses that you're really struggling with, you can pop this on them, and any time that you or your allies attack them, you'll restore health and FP. A fantastic way to stay in the fight and very support orientated, which is great for this ranged spellcaster playstyle of the Recluse. Ionai is also a ranged support, but
I know I was just shit talking about mages, but I love bows. So this is another character that I probably would potentially use.
Bit more DPS focused, and the Ionai really excels because of its bow. Now, something to note about the Ionai is in the hands-on that we have seen from IGN. They have the lowest seemingly starting HP, so you definitely want to be at range basically all the time with Ionai. Now, part of the problem with bows in Elden Ring was they were quite cumbersome to use, but they have been significantly overhauled in Night Rain with a brand new reticle targeting system, faster arrow firing, unlimited ammo so you don't have to collect arrows to actually use, a new strong attack that has like a shotgun blast fire effect with 3 arrows, and a critical
so
hit
cool.
backstab animation for the bow as well.
We're 3 days away, chat. We're 3 days away.
Using bows, and we saw plenty of bows in the network test as well. Now, Ionai's bow...
That was sick. Did no one... Okay, that jump bow attack is so cool. Right here. Bam.
Now, Ionai's bow
so sick.
Mighty shot skill, so you'll pull back the bow and do like a heavy bow arrow attack that penetrates enemy guards. And his passive ability is Eagle Eye. His keen observation increases enemy drops, meaning that enemies will drop high rarity loot more.
Passive, not bad.
Very beneficial in any party as well. Definitely think he will be quite a popular character, specifically for that passive. The skill here is marking, to mark enemies to create a temporary weak point. Essentially what that means is while enemies are marked, they will take additional damage from all sources, and using this effect, you'll like dodge through.
It's huge.
So it's quite a good movement.
That's huge. I guess I really wasn't listening too heavily.
Shot shoots a supersonic arrow that pierces any defense. This is a massive, essentially souped up mighty shot that fires a gigantic arrow that
Lord,
basically every
what's that damage?
Insane amounts of damage. But overall, with the Ionai, your main focus is going to be absolutely on staying in range, shooting arrows at enemies, and to revive allies, as because you're at range, it'll be much easier to revive allies, similar to Recluse, with some strong supporting abilities that will definitely be...
There's a backstab? There's a backstab bow shot?
Recluse, with some strong supporting abilities that will definitely be
so tough. That
the Raider is a heavily offensive focused, strength based Nightfarer, whereas you've got the Guardian that's much more defensive. The Raider is basically the opposite. You start with a Great Axe, which is a big two-handed weapon that you'll be swinging around at all your enemies. It comes with the Endure skill, which when you use this, it will briefly protect you from damage taken and boost your poise, so you'll take less damage. Very similar to his skills, which we'll get into in a little bit. But as the Raider, you'll be on the hunt for the biggest weapon possible to swing at enemies. A lot of those slower attack animations from those massive Great Axes and Great Swords and everything is basically what you'll be using as the Raider. The passive ability here is Fighter's Resolve, so you cannot be knocked down whilst using the Retaliate skill. And that Retaliate skill is a vigorous punch that staggers even the largest enemies. Now, if you tank a hit
You
while you
stagger.
use this skill, you'll then retaliate, which is why it's called Retaliate, to do like a massive follow-up like punch animation attack. The ultimate is Totem Stellar, summons a giant tombstone that deals damage and boosts nearby allies. That boosting is a damage buff, and it can be used as a platform. So something like Iron Eye or Recluse, something like that, could say climb that to get away from the enemies and attack from range, especially for Iron Eye. So a lot of benefits and a little bit of support there with the tombstone, but mostly that boosting allies and the damage focus is probably why you'll be using that as the Raider. The Executor is one of the remaining...
This is where we gotta go to a different video. Executor. Because I haven't, this guy doesn't have any.
There are 8 heroes in Elden Ring Night Rain. Which one you pick in your next run can have a big... Executor is the 7th class revealed in Elden Ring Night Rain and is heavily inspired...
And this is the one, X, this is the one that you're interested in. So let's see what X is cooking here.
...the combat mechanics of Sekiro, wielding a katana and...
Hello? No one just see how clean that was? Take it back, Turbo.
...restart. Executor is the 7th class revealed in Elden Ring Night Rain
Take it back.
and is heavily inspired by the combat mechanics of Sekiro, wielding a katana and...
That shit is so
In
nice.
close quarters combat, this hero
My
focuses
God.
on precise parries and deflections. Just like in Sekiro, this kind of playstyle, while hard to master, offers high potential rewards. The Executor provides a very powerful playstyle enabled by its character skill, Cursed Sword, in combination with the Unyielding Spirit passive. With the active skill, you can swap out to a special sword that enables attack deflections, execute quicker successive attacks, or even deal damage with a wide lunging attack. In fact, you can swap out to a combination with the Unyielding Spirit passive. With the active skill, you can swap out to a special sword that enables attack deflections, execute quicker successive attacks, or even deal damage with a
That's so
wide
cool,
lunging
bro.
attack. In fact, each successive deflection can further power up your blade even more as the outer layer progressively gets chipped, exposing a glowing inner blade. On the other hand, its ultimate art uses the aspect of the Crucible powers to transform into a giant beast, which provides a completely new set of melee attacks, slashes, and even a devastating ground stomp. Of all the heroes revealed so far, this is by far the most unique in terms of its playstyle, so it's no wonder how quickly it rises as a fan favorite following the recent gameplay reveals. The Executor's starting weapon is also the Katana, one of the strongest weapon classes in Elden Ring, with the new playstyle over here fitting perfectly for all of you who want to put your skills to the test. And finally, Revenant is the 8th and final class so far announced in Elden Ring Night Rain. While the current information is limited, it's supposedly going to be available at launch, and if that's the case, we should see a gameplay trailer of her within the next few days. There's surprisingly quite a bit of info about it online too, though it's also the only class not present at all in the recent breakdown trailer footage with the character selection screen. But from the info we gathered so far, this seems to fit a summoner-type hero role with abilities revolved around Spirit Ashes, similar to those of the original Elden Ring, but as a core class mechanic.
Oh, so it's gonna be kind of, they think it's gonna be kind of like Ronala.
Likely fitting a more support-oriented role, rumors have it that Revenants feature a lyre or a harp as a summoning catalyst. As someone who enjoys classes that feature the Necromancer theme, this is a class I'm personally looking forward to. While slightly concerned about the summon's AI during the more hectic boss fights, I think minions have the chance to provide a unique benefit, especially in clutch situations or when the party didn't play completely optimally. But that being said, only a few days to go until Night Rain drops, and on that note, let me know.
Yeah. Looks freaking tough, chat. Looks tough. Looks super tough. All right. Um, yo, my boy X. Have you been playing Path of Exiles? Don't lie to me, because I haven't been. I haven't been playing Path of Exiles. I ain't gonna lie to you. Also, you guys can expect a really big nah, fam. X, drop your freaking game, your Steam tag, bro. Your YouTube handle didn't work. Bro, I just think the League 2 was just a massive, massive L. I think League 2 was just a massive L. I think the launch was bad. The launch was bad. Man, the difference in quality is kind of crazy from this to this. Like, just look at my face cam. And then we could come up here. I'm live right now, so. Jesus Christ. This is Inception. This is sick. Just send it to me in Discord. Send it to me in Discord. You muted. He's doing a thing all the way back here, man. It's all the way down here now. This is so funny. All right. That's so funny to me. All right. Let's go back to my. I don't even know which was my cursor. All right, cool. We're off that now. Yeah, it got auto modded. You're more excited for the PoE 1 league? I haven't even touched PoE 1. I do want to go back to this guild. I need to figure out why my quality is not going to not 720 to 180. Do you remember back in the day when 180 was the best type of quality, or 720 was the best quality it could be? You guys ever like move your head because you're trying to like get into the camera, or is it just me, chat? You remember 240? Oh no. Hold on, let's put my thing in 240 real quick. Oh my god, it looks so bad. I was locked in, chat. I was so locked in. Alright, we still have our Ember. We didn't get hit right there. I was kind of just playing a lot more aggressive on this run. I hated this move. Just, kind of just get away. This move was nice until his third phase. So you can get 2 hits here. I went for a third, which was super risky. That move again. Come on, big fella. I don't know how I didn't get hit right there, but thank God. Yeah, I think I fixed my mic situation because my mic was cutting out a lot. This was my favorite move. Dodge and then dodge. I just went for the heal there. You guys can't hear me because my mic is being weird. I should have died probably here. I don't know why I like lean my head. Sometimes you just gotta back up to get that stamina back, chat. You can see how locked in I am. I'm not even talking. This was an opening for a hit. What the streamer said, the wisps are deadly. That's such a cool move. Bro, juking and jiving IRL. That's I love that, bro. I love that. Look at this. Look at my health. Look at my health. Look. Like, hold on. Hold on. Let me move my face cam. You guys can't see my face. Hold on. We're just gonna hide it real fast. Oh, my mic's cutting out again. Am I getting too loud? I gotta figure this out. But look at my face, bro. That was like, I should not be alive. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just here right now. Look at it. Like you can see the shift. Oh my god. Just a, oh my god. That's actually hilarious. That someone clip that. That's funny. That is so funny. Greed right there. Pure greed. Pure greed. Honestly, he should have killed me. You know when you panic kill just so you have full health, just so you can be like feel good about yourself? That's what I just did right there. Go for it. Let's go. Gale defeated, chat. Let's go. That's 24 out of 25. Oh my god. What a boss fight. The insurance, 100%. The insurance. The insurance. The insurance. We've had some good runs, man. That Solo Cinder fight was one of the best fights I've ever done in my life. Yeah. First Pride, which one was it? I think it was it this one? No, this is DLC. I think it was this one. Get out of here. Today was a painful yet very successful stream. I locked in, face can't be seen. Yeah, I gotta figure out why my stuff is only showing up at 720. It should be showing up in 1080. Alright, chat. I'm not beating this today, but I'll give it one try for you guys. I'll give it one try for you guys, but I'm not beating this today. I already know myself, and this boss and me do not have a good history. Actually, no one answered my question. If you go into I don't think beat this. Someone tell me never to wear this durag again. Look at this. This durag looked terrible in my head. Someone tell me never to wear this again. Wait, no, I had it. Dude, I'd be so locked in when I play these games. I don't feel like that should have hit me, but you know. Yeah, I don't know why I like look down. I'm like pretty much like face to face. If I'm oh, hold on. If I look straight forward, chat, I probably need to lower my chair just a little bit because I do this a lot. But if I look straight forward, this is how I look. I don't know why when I go over here, I look down so heavily. I'm right here. Even if I did this, hold on, where's it at? Even if I did this, now I'm perfectly, but I still find a way to just lean into the camera. Please, just give me a chance to heal, please. This is the first time I've ever first tried this boss, chat. Can you believe it? Gotta assume the try hard position. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank God he didn't run me down right here. I mean, the damage I was doing was so good. It killed me if it got hit. Loki, if he would have hit me versus doing a kick, that could have changed the whole fight.
Go, let's go, let's go. Give me my day off, baby. Give me my day off. Let's go. I locked in for the day
Yeah.
off, Chad. I
Someone tell me never to wear this beanie again. It looked terrible on my head.
locked in for the day off. Let's go.
I don't know why it looks so bad either. No, it didn't used to look that bad. Let me see if my boy X sent me his thing on Discord. Second chat. It's just loading right now. It's back over here. Don't open over there. Second chat, doing something. Excited for Night Rain chat. I'm really excited. Yo, X, I'm not gonna lie. I might be also using the executioner, bro. The executioner is tough. Executioner? Executor? You know what I was trying to say. It's tough. Jesus Christ, you're level 20? How do I add you as a friend? Add as a friend. There we go. Alright, I added you, Zen. Did I just call you Zen? Even though your thing is X on here? Do I start calling you Zen or do I start calling you X now? I don't know. Well, I gotta get my hands on the game before I pick my main anyway. That is true. The Duchess could be trash. The Duchess could be absolute trash. The Duchess could be absolute trash. Um, bro, the Sekiro deflects and then also the freaking turning into a monster. That was awesome. That was the most unique thing there. I don't know, chat. I think we're gonna have a really good time on Night Rank. I think it's gonna do very well for my channel. Um, and I'm just really, not even like that. It's gonna do well for my channel. I'm just looking forward to it as a video game player. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've kind of been on a lull for video games. Hopefully, this rematch and some other games that come out bring it back up because it's been kind of just like right recently. It's not even like, you know what I'm saying? All right, Xers and Whimper. Okay, cool. Gotcha. But like, I feel like we've been like here, even like maybe here and then here and then here and then here. But I'm I'm looking forward to. I'm very much so looking forward to Night Ring. I feel like it could do very good things for the gaming community. And then Rematch comes out, and then also on the same day, what's that game called, chat? What's that game called? Marvel Rivals also has an update, so we'll probably play Marvel Rivals either on the 1st or 31st. I don't know if does March or March does yeah May does have a 31st update. Mhm. All right, we've been streaming an hour and 50 minutes. I think we're gonna use the which one was it? Second chat. I think we're gonna use the thrusting swords for I think we're gonna use the thrusting swords for our next playthrough of this game. Zen, were you the person that in my Discord that wanted me to do a series of this? I don't remember now. Yeah, I think we use the thrusting swords and the heavy thrusting swords. I think. Okay, yeah, it wasn't you then. Yeah, I think we use both of these. It's one of my favorite weapon classes. Even if we do branch off and use some fist type weapons, that'll also be fine. Little clean rot. So thrusting swords could be dope. Can you run two thrusting swords at the same time? Would it not? Can you do that? It's just a basic sword versus. If I go here, this should bleed. Yeah, bleed. Oh wait, Scarlet Rot. Scarlet Rot actually. We can do a setup where we run like Scarlet Rot and then also like maybe run the Frozen Needle as well. If you can dual wield it, then we might run both of those. Because I don't do any of these have like bleed? This one doesn't. No bleed. No bleed. No bleed, but okay, so this one has Scarlet Rot and this one has ice. Yeah, frostbite. And then what about the heavy thrusting swords? Do any of them have bleed? This one has to have bleed, right, Chad? Yeah, it has bleed. All right. I think we got our game plan now. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I've been streaming kind of like crazy as of late. So I might take the time to record a video tomorrow. I gotta see how recording video actually is on my laptop now versus recording it for my PlayStation and editing everything for my PlayStation. So I gotta see how that goes now. That's another thing I gotta try. We've gotten streaming pretty much down off of it, but now we have to try to record and everything off of it. So we'll see how that goes, chat. We'll see how that goes. But I think I'm gonna end stream right there, guys. Thank you all for watching as we beat Dark Souls 3 finally, all the bosses. And I'm gonna learn some pathing for Elden Ring because we're gonna do the same thing for Elden Ring, which is gonna take a lot longer. It's gonna take a lot longer. Oh God, now that we think about it, it's gonna take so long. It's gonna take so. How many? It's like 250 bosses, something like that, something crazy. We'll be fine. All right, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's been your boy Zay Plays. I love you guys. I try to tune in more often. Bro, X, I appreciate you. And whenever you do drop by, I really appreciate it. I love people who in my chat who talk to me, man. You guys are the best, in my opinion. You guys are very much so the best. Lubu, thank you for being here. Shapes, if you're still here, thank you for being here. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I love y'all. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys didn't join the Discord, you guys can join the Discord as well. But until then, I'll see y'all tomorrow, maybe on Thursday.